Hello YouTube, this is Daniel here from Tech Tutorials 101, back here with another video. In this video I'm going to show you how to do basic troubleshooting with Alexa skills. I've recently started developing my own Alexa skills around a week ago, and the troubleshooting can be a bit tough, so these are just a few easy methods to troubleshoot your Alexa skill and find a few errors. So first off here, I'm sure if any of you have started developing Alexa skills, you should know your way around the Alexa console. So you've got your list of skills here, and you come into your skill, and you've got all your ticks down here to show that your build model's been successful. Your endpoint is configured correctly. Um, for my endpoint, I'm using AWS Lambda, but you can use other cloud services as well. So when we come into the test function, this will mimic this test function here actually mimics an Alexa device. So you can go ahead and start your application. I've just built a basic application which will give me the price of Bitcoin, Litecoin, and also Ethereum. So I'm just going to mute this. This can be quite loud. So that's going to go off and start the application. So we've got our, this is called our invocation here. So we've invoked the application and this is the response. I'm then going to put in my utterance, which is the request to make the, to retrieve the price. So Alexa, please give me price of Litecoin. So that's gone off and got me the price. And we can see here the JSON input. So we can see it's been given the slot coin and then the name coin and then the value Litecoin, and then it's able to get this response and it's spoken it out. So we just test this once more. Alexa, give me the price. We'll go for Bitcoin. And this has all been created in Node.js, by the way. So we can see here we've got the Bitcoin price. So the next method of troubleshooting I use is the lambda function here. So we have the code in here, and what I like to do is with each section of the code, I like to add a console.log, and I'll show you where we can retrieve those logs in a sec. But first, I just want to highlight the tests we've got up here. So I've got one test here, which is an intent. So that would be the hello world intent, and it will just show you whether that intent is working correctly when it's run against the lambda function. So if we click the intent skill and click test, and we can see here you just triggered answer intent, and that's the response it would give you. I also have the start skill, which is to test the invocation for the skill. So we're going to click test here. And as we saw back on this screen here, when we got the welcome, you can say hello, hi, or help. We can see here that response is given. And this will also show you any errors in your code as well. So the next method of troubleshooting, which I tend to use, is the CloudWatch logs. So if we go back to the AWS console and click on CloudWatch, please make sure you're in the same region as your Lambda function. So mine's in North Virginia, and I go to CloudWatch in North Virginia and go down to log groups. And you can see here I've just got the one application in North Virginia. It can get quite confusing with different regions because you will have different log groups here depending on where you've deployed them. So you click through to the log group, and you can see here for the latest log time, which matches up to a few moments ago when we did the tests. So we click on that, and you can see in here, because I've put the console.log in my log file, you can see that a price request for Litecoin has come into the application. It's then converted the request of Litecoin, that string, to the ticker of Litecoin, which is LTC-USD, and then the price retrieved of 46.88. And if we go back into the code, I'll show you where I've put that. So first off here, I declared the variable of ticker and then ticket name. I created this function here, and it uses the ticker to go off and get a price from the GDAX API, and then return that in a variable called bitPrice. And then we go down to the request handler, which is the price intent handler right there. And I've set a variable for coinlog, which is this here, and that is the utterance which the user will say to the Alexa device. So this would be the name of the coin, such as Litecoin or Bitcoin. We then console.log price request plus coinlog. Again, coinlog is the name of the coin, so this will be price request space Litecoin, which we can see here, price request Litecoin. And then we run a function called coinChange. This goes ahead and changes the string of Bitcoin, Litecoin, or Ethereum to the ticker, so BTC, LTC, and ETH. We run coinChange, and then we console.log ticker is space and then ticker. And so we can see that here, ticker is LTC USD, and then we take that ticker and then we run it through the get quote function, which I showed you earlier, and then we just log console.log price retrieved is space bit price, and we can see that here, and then it speaks the output. So this is really useful to add as many console.logs as you can really through each step of your application, so you can see where the application is breaking and how your code is carried throughout your application. It's definitely saved me from many issues and a lot of wasted time. And the one final piece of advice I can offer really is to write out the application in JavaScript or your coding language just on a normal text editor. Like I've got Sublime here, so I write out fully requiring all the modules, declaring the variable, and instead of doing speech output or speech input, sorry, I just declare the variable up here and just use it as that. So you have letCoin equals Bitcoin, and then I have the coin change function, and then I execute that function, log it through here. Then the function to actually retrieve the coin from the GDAX API, and then just to get the actual price, and then console.price, and then to execute the whole script. And then you would run that through Node.js through command line. So if I just So I'll do node and then the name of the script, which is price request test.js. Just hit enter, and you can see the name of the coin is Bitcoin. It converted it to the ticker of BTC USD, and it retrieved the price of 90299. And then once you've made it on a text editor and you've got it running in the command line, it's pretty much just copy and paste, as long as you have the correct as long as you're including the correct modules and everything like that is working fine. It's just a straight copy and paste into your lambda function, and it should be okay. And if it's not, you will have your console.logs in place to actually retrieve any errors and also see how your variables are moving throughout your application. So that is the end of this video. I will be making further videos on Alexa and also AWS, as I'll be developing another application shortly with utilizing DynamoDB. So definitely check out for that. Please like the video and please subscribe.